Welcome to the Postville Yeshiva Alumni Podcast, where alumni share memories, experiences, and life lessons with the current Talmidim. We hope you enjoy.
Right, Nochum, tell the Nochum who you are, how you came to Postville, your Yeshiva years of Hulu.
All right. My name is Nochum Sossonko, and I am a descendant of a grandson of Rabbi Avram Korf. Alav Shalom recently passed away. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because that's really my shaykhus to Postville. In sometime in the late 90s, my uncle, Reb Mendel Reitzes, moved to Postville. And he became Melamed there, and we were very close with our cousins. My father was a very good friend of his, and so we had to keep up the long distance relationship. So I actually came to Postville years before I even came to Yeshiva to visit my cousins there. I was there for some summers with Shmulik Reitzes, who also lives there now. He was one of my best friends, of course, my cousin as well. And with the rest of them as well, I think Berel Reitzes lives there also.
You can skip the Reb, it's fine. No.
Huh?
You can skip the Reb, we know who it is.
The chocolate milk man. So he's I'll call upon him. So that's my shaykhus to Postville. That's how we first my whole family first came there. Then my older brother that I'm sure you didn't speak to yet because he wasn't around by the time the yeshiva changed. He was I think the first year the yeshiva B'chlal existed, he was there. Mendel Sossonko. He went there. I think he wasn't even bar mitzvah yet. He went to Postville to learn, and then I followed in his footsteps and went as well. And the first 2 years I was there was with Rabbi Stern's yeshiva. It was very, very different than what came later. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful experience. Then I spent a year in Brunois, and then I couldn't get enough of Postville, so I came back to Postville for a year with, so Rabbi Eli Ben Shimon was there the second year I was there. He was an Alter Bacher at the time. And the second time I came back, he was running the yeshiva. And Rabbi Gabriel Levin was there as well, of course.
I was Alter Bacher.
Alter Bacher, yes. No, Eli was already.
Eli was married, but I was Alter Bacher though.
Yeah. Eli got engaged the first time around. He was in Postville. So I don't know, Punklich, which Postville you want me to describe. I experienced 3 Postvilles, Be'etzem. The first year I was there, the second year was completely different. There was a Olatera invasion, and it changed the whole town pretty much. And then the third year I was there was a whole different setup with a different Anhola, and it was also very different. Although it was back to its smaller roots, not as big as it was the second year I was there. So. I don't know. Which one do you want me to talk about? Do you want me to talk about all of them?
Talk about all of them. Yeah, sure. The funny one, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I love Postville, so you're not going to hear a lot of ugly out of me. I thought it was I had a fantastic experience there, Baruch Hashem. The first year I came there was very small. We had 2 dorm houses across the alley from each other, down the alley from the auto mechanic. I don't know if he's still around it.
Reggie's, yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, okay. So down that, so one of them burnt down when my brother Usher was there a few years later. But there was a White House, and there was the Red House across the street from it. That was the main dorm. And there's a very small group of guys, mostly from Postville and Osviva Isel. Like there was a big um, Minnesota crowd also. You had the Friedmans,
Benny Fried was with you?
yeah, that
Benny Friedman
first
was
year.
with Yeah.
Benny Friedman was there. His brother Zalman Friedman was there. He's like he's a member of the VAD of Crown Heights right now. Um,
Life coach also.
I don't know. I don't know.
Muhammad.
I met up with him in Crown Heights. He's Baruch Hashem. The Talmidei Postville are doing very well. He's stuttering there, Baruch Hashem. And Yossi Bendit was there also from Minnesota, and the um, no, I forgot their last names. Uh, just escaped my mind just now. I'll remember later. Whatever. It was a big Minnesota crowd, and then like mostly Postville boys. Um, and yeah, we didn't even have anybody from Mequon yet. Came much later.
Madison
Um,
wasn't here yet. Madison wasn't here.
Matasov was there the year before I came.
Mhm.
He wasn't there the year I was there.
And this is which year? This is 1999 or 2000?
This is 99 going into the Y2K,
That's okay.
the famous Y2K. We were in Postville, and the
No, no,
lights
know what
didn't
that is.
go up.
They didn't know what the Y2K is. You want to tell them what the Y2K is?
It's my Young Boys Choir song. The Y2K experience was the biggest farce. I remember I went to Yossi Jacobson's house. We used to go there very often. I became a Balclair because I went there to Lane so many times.
His son's
Uh,
right here.
oh, you're his son.
This one.
Wow.
He's the youngest.
So you could tell your father I owe him that at least. I've seen your two brothers around. One of them married a girl that used to live in our community here in Walnut Creek. Um, but and the other one I also saw around. I don't remember where. The older ones. So he had a ball of bus. I don't even know if you're going to remember this because this is way back when. That was very, very worried about Y2K. Y2K, they were saying, people were saying that all the electrical systems are going to stop and the computer systems are going to break down, v'chulu, v'chulu. And this guy was stocking up, his whole shed was full of canned goods and all kind of preparatory stuff for the big apocalypse. And Libasov, it came and went. It was a Friday night, and mamish, nothing happened. Like not even a small blip. Is absolutely nothing happened. Everything was prepared in advance, and they fixed the issues. The issues that there were, they fixed them, and everything was fine. But that was the year of Postville. So in the end, the actual event was completely um, calm. There was nothing going on then. But the lead up to the event was very freilich. Uh, and That year it was a very small year. We were downstairs in the Shul where the mikveh is today. There used to be it was totally different. There was two rooms there. One room was the zal. The zal was downstairs because the Shul was upstairs. They didn't even have the whole extension yet. Um, Gabriel, I don't even know if you were there before the
I know I
extension
wasn't
came.
there, but where the Ezras Noshim is today, that was the show, and the whole big
No, no, no.
show
Where the whole
didn't
Shul
exist.
is today,
Yeah,
that's new.
I know. I'm explaining to the Bachrim. Today, where the ladies section is, that was the entire show. The whole big room and the whole back over there didn't exist.
Yeah.
Downstairs was just yeah.
Yeah, so downstairs was this dinky mikvah that us and the shachtim used to use. The race was to get there before the shachtim got there because otherwise it was bad news. But the uh, the Rabbi Gurkov was the Rosh Yeshiva. Very, very geschmack. It was mamish amazing to come as a fresh bacher and see such a sight, like an Alter Chassid, like you read in the stories almost. I know he's not still in Postal, right?
No, no.
Okay, but he was at Seer. He was very, very involved with all the Bachrim. He used to be Makar of everybody. He loved everybody. If you knew how to learn well, He used to help you, push you further. If you couldn't learn that easily, he used to sit down with you. See, I remember he spent mamish hours with Bachram that didn't really have a lot of zitzfleisch, and he used to sit there and just b'makom shali b'chafetz, try to find something that they could learn that they'll be interested in a way that they're interested in. And so that was it was a great way for me to start yeshiva in a small little shtetl. It was mamish nothing you could do. Uh, you know, you could barely even call home. Uh, it was if I were in the middle of nowhere. Once Yovel used to go to Walmart to pick up necessities, and that was it. Um, and it was a very, very good experience, Baruch Hashem. And then the second year, so a lot of these guys left. They went to other yeshivas or whatever it was. Some went to Chicago, some went to, I don't know, elsewhere. And a whole, they shipped in a bunch of Olatera Bachrim. I don't know, but the yeshiva blew up from about, I don't know, 15, 20 Bachrim to like 50 Bachrim. And it was a very exciting year. We had three Alter Bachrim then, besides for Eli and Mati Willem. They were really they weren't Alter Bachrim. They were really Sheil Meshiv. These three Bachrim, I think they were like officially on Shlichus, but they were very exciting characters. They very much gave in a lot of chayes, and Eli was the Maggid Shir for the younger Bachram, I think, and Rabbi Gurkov was for the older. And it was a very, very different kind of year, and very Lebedik year. I mean, Purim was it was a 3-day Yom Tov Purim, and it was on wheels. Bechlal, Purim and Lag Baimer were very, very special Yom Tovim in Postville. Shalmordchai used to really go all out. It was I don't know if any of his descendants are here now, and the whole town was freilich. I remember one of the Polish, and I tell this to people all the time on Purim. One of the Polishes there had a minig. He was I think it was a Vishnitzer. You remember Zaida?
Yeah.
So he said that he had a minig that after Tainus Esther he breaks the fast on what they call Havdalah with a cup of mashke. But he's not the Chabad Chassid and he's not from Russia, so he can't handle the mashke quite that well after a fast. So he mamish became Bigilufin, and he's a very big guy. So he was freilich for like 24 hours after that. he didn't need anything else. But Bechlal Purim was very, very freilich there. There's a lot of Fabringans the whole time. And then Lag Baimer also. I mean, Lag Baimer, in Postal, it didn't matter what day it fell out on. Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday. We always made a parade. We were busy building floats. I don't think Ellie appreciated that so much. But the yeshiva was very into that. Back in those days, everybody could go to Agri. So they used to give us a couple of bays in Agri, or maybe one bay. And we used to build a float mamish on top of the tractor trailer there. And then Lag Baimer, we went around town, the whole Daladamas of town. And it was very, very freilich there. So the second year was very freilich. I wasn't so involved in the Lag Baimer that year. I was involved in the third year I was there. I was more involved. It was more for the older Bachram, like the Shir Gimel Bachram. Yeah, I mean, second year I was there was also very, very good. Rabbi Gurkov, Rabbi Eli Ben Shimon, Mamish, very, very, for me at least, a lot of learning, a lot of, serious time, very little wasted time. We used to have a balabas there. They used to fabring with us a lot. He was very, very into fabringing, so it was always a challenge between, fighting with the people the Anhola that wanted us to constantly learn, and this balabas that wanted us to constantly come to his house and fabring with us and give us Zex and Nine ticket or who knows what. Off the record. So,
His house just went up for sale again, by the way.
oh yeah,
Just not, mom, this week it went up for sale. It was, yeah.
that's a big lot. Maybe somebody should.
Yeah, that's what they're offering.
Baruch Hashem,
What the
Baruch
corner
Hashem.
of- Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the third year that I came back, I came back from Rouen. I was already, more seasoned bacher at the time. Um, it was a great year. It was a smaller crowd again. I think already the year that I left was also much smaller, and then the year after that was small as well. And um, we had three dorm houses, and whatever. We had all kinds of stories then also. Um, I think uh, I think that was a year they ran out of gas in one of our dorm rooms, in one of our dorm houses, and we froze through the night. It's a horror story that I have from Postville still. So you wanted to hear a little ugly. That was that's the extent of it. Um, for me, it was each year was very, very dumb. I mean, the first year we used to go every month to Shabbos to Shal Mordechai's house. He used to do a Malav Malka there because Benny Friedman was there. So you always wanted him to sing Agutavach and Shtar Tanoim and all the, exciting songs that he liked, that he had, in his playlist. And we used to go enjoy that. And the second year already, it didn't happen as much. It was much bigger, and the Friedmans weren't there anymore. But we still, I mean, it was a very different kind of year, but it was still very, the Sviva of Postville never changes. So there was still nothing to do the second year too. Even though some of the Olitarniks found, who knows what at the edge of town, but at the end of the day, it was nothing compared to what you can find elsewhere, I guess. Um, and then the third year, I mean, was a relatively nice, quiet year. And uh, again, most of the Bachrim were either from Postville or I think by then we already had Herschel Spalter from Mequon. My brother was there also. So there's a couple of Sossonkos, and Shmuley Kaufman was there from New Orleans.
Mendel's here? No. But Shmuley son is here now in Yeshiva.
Oh, wow. Wow. Second generation. That's great. You should cop him. He probably has a lot more interesting things to say than me.
Next Shabbos, his fathers and son, he's going to be here, so we'll have him live.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. Um, his sister married my cousin,
Yeah, Jacobson. Yeah.
Jacobson. So no, but I've spoken to him over the years. He showed me some of the Torah game things that he was doing. He has a lot of things going on. Yeah, so that was pretty much my experience in Postville. It was not in this. I saw this last time when I came to Postville, I saw you guys have a beautiful new building. The whole time that we were in Postville, so the second year that I was there, they built the extension, and boy, was it a Postville operation. I should say really, Shal Mordechai operation. I remember they were putting on the finishing touches Erev Shabbos, like right before Shkia, because they wanted to use it already for Shabbos. And he came in and he noticed that he wanted there to be 12 windows because a shul's supposed to have 12 windows, and they only put in 11 because I guess the builders are, they didn't understand why you would want two windows right next to each other because the final two windows were like very. So he came in and made them open it up and put in the 12th window. So it was freilich, but that's how the extension came to be. And then we learned there. The second year we learned upstairs in the beginning, and then the third year we learned in the extension completely. And I don't think we learned at all downstairs. Were there
The classrooms are downstairs.
the classrooms, right? So you went down for like a shear or something.
Yeah.
We used to do. The first year I was there, we used to do shiurim actually upstairs in the Vibra section, the old Vibra section, like the one on I think where the Kiddush is now.
It's the library section.
Yeah, and whatever.
There's also upstairs classrooms as well. Upstairs.
Yeah. So trying to remember.
There was also the foyer also.
The what?
The foyer, the classrooms in the foyer also. The
That
room
was
behind, the shed behind the shul.
yeah, but that's where the school was.
Oh, so there was classrooms there
The
also. Yes,
classrooms
okay.
were there.
So then the regular cheder was in the same building also.
Yeah.
The regular
Yeah, because
cheder.
the regular cheder was like 10 kids. It was split up in two classes by, you know.
Right,
Um,
Rabbi Vogel.
yeah. Um, yeah, now I see they built a beautiful building all the way by down the block from Shalamis's.
They know what shalamas means. The
I know.
kosher store, the kosher store used to be called Shalamis's because there was a woman, her name was Shalamis, and she was a family with her Bashkin somehow, and they gave her the kosher store. So it was for many years it was called Shalamis's till it went through a number of hands to where it is now.
Yeah, but it's not even in the same place anymore.
No,
Yeah.
it moved twice since then.
Uh-huh. So yeah, I saw it was mamish very nice. It's Layla. We used to be very integrated with the Balabatim, but there were also different Balabatim than in Postville. Now I think you guys are more secluded. It's just Stama,
No, they still eat out every Shabbos. So no,
Oh yeah.
not every single bar, not every single Shabbos, but we still have the regulars that still eat out. Some
Oh,
people are still here, but the bosses are still here. Giora Bass is still here.
oh, beautiful. He had a lot less kids when I was there originally. Uh, yeah, him and his brother was there also.
Zvika's still here also, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still there.
Zvika's married now here, and he thinks, yeah, whole family can I know her.
And the Brooks were there, but there was like a whole
Yankel Klein is still here also.
yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I think he's part of the furniture there already.
Yeah, can I know? Listen, it's you spoke all the memories. Wanted to ask you ask other questions also. Hop on a few other questions. Any Teichendike Fabrengens or stories that you remember hearing in Postville that you still like fall back on or share with or talk about?
A Fabrengen, I mean, Rabbi Vogel, something that stood out to me is that he used to tell us memories firsthand about being by the Rebbe's Fabrengens. And he had certain Fabrengens that this is not so much a vart from a Fabrengen, more like a memory that he gave over of certain times when the Rebbe, especially by the Hey Tavis story. He had a whole Megillah for Hey Tavis that he used to like to tell over. But he told us firsthand accounts. He remembers seeing the Rebbe at Fabrengens, and one time he even told us that the Rebbe was mamish looking at him. That's what he felt like, and he was shaking from the way that the Rebbe was talking about whatever it was then, and the Rebbe was pasha looking at him. He didn't know what to do with himself. But he used to give us these kinds of memories. He also used to he has a very special collection of videos of Stam. I shouldn't say this, but that he used to show us at times. We used to crash his house to Fabreng way back when. That was definitely very special. And I mean, Bechlal, Rabbi Gurkov very, very seldom used to get drunk, but one time when he did, he really surprised us with he told somebody was arguing with him that he doesn't know either he can't learn or whatever is he was trying to give some excuse about why he was being lazy and not sitting and learning or whatever. And Rabbi Gurkov, the way that it came out, Rabbi Gurkov was trying to explain to him that he himself, he think that he yashined it min hashemayim, and so he told him pull a Gemara off the shelf, and he pulled the Gemara. He gave him the daf, and Rabbi Gurkov just started saying the black Gemara about that to him, exactly what it says there. I remember public which blot it was, but this was a very exciting event for us as Bachrim to see something like that. What else? I mean,
she got me drunk. Maybe I could do it too. I think it was Rami Brownstein, right? It was Rami Brown. I think it was Rami Brownstein.
I don't remember. This is very shaykh. I don't remember.
It was Nazir or something, if I remember. That's what I remember.
So you remember the story also?
I wasn't there when it happened. It was the year before I came, but everyone still spoke about it. Actually, he went backwards also. He said the Gemara, and he said before he went backwards. He said the Gemara backwards, well. And I know.
But he took me once, not by a Fabrengen. He took me once. I asked him a question about the shlosh eser midos that you say before davening, before Heidu. I asked him, like, what does this mean? What does that mean? So he saw that I was interested in it. So he said, I could come to me by the break. So I came to him by the break. He pulled out the Gemara. I forgot which Gemara. It's in the back of a Gemara somewhere where the Brises are there. And he says, okay, let's learn. So he went through all the Shlosh Midas with me. And then he finished off with the nice Maisa also about Chen Shnech Suvim with Yenis and Eibshitz. But what's the Maisa? There, Bishmal Leimer. I can say the Maisa, but you can also look it up yourself. It's Bavus the Maisa when he was becoming a chassan. His father-in-law asked him for a chiddush, but they were on the road, so he didn't have any svarim with him. So he said, "You have a siddur." He said, "Fine, give me your siddur." He opens up to Rabbi Yishmael and gives him a whole shtetl about how could somebody be called Yishmael. Yishmael was the Charosha. So he taught him that this Rabbi Yishmael proves to you himself that Yishmael was a tzaddik in the end of his life. How do we know Yishmael became a tzaddik? Because it says that Yitzchak v'Yishmael b'nai, that when Avram passed away, Yitzchak, it says Yitzchak first and then Yishmael. But if you hold that there's no moktam or mocher b'Torah, even in one pasuk, which there's an opinion, or at least in one inyan, then it wouldn't mean anything. That
no, forget it. No, you're not explaining. You don't even bother saying it. You're killing it. Got to say it properly.
Okay, Al Capone, if you look up the story yourself, you'll see it. Anyhow, he gave me that story, so that was a very nice thing for me to go through all those shlosh eser midos. It's actually very interesting. B'chlal, it's a very interesting to know. Even though people, you read it every day, but lav dafka the people understand what's going on there.
Okay, Nochum, I didn't expect it to go so geschmack, but we have might in a couple of minutes. Last few questions I try to ask always the Chevra. What's your favorite sicha?
My favorite sicha is for sure Yaakov Avinu Lo Mes.
Which one?
The one from Freilich, I don't know, Chaf something.
Lamed Hey or Chavav? There's two of them.
It's in the Chafs. No, it's in not the later one. It's early.
Chavav, yeah. What does it talk about over there? Bekitzer the Nekuda?
Bekitzer the Nekuda is that the Rebbe goes in detail explaining how the Yaakov Avinu Lo Mes is mamish, the way that the Gemara describes, and the way especially that Rashi learns the Gemara is quite literal. That even though Chantu Chantaya and Kavru Kavraya, all of that Rashi says is just to so that the other people should see that they're being normal, that they're doing the normal normal things that you're supposed to do. But be'etzem for Yaakov, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't because Yaakov Avinu Lo Mes. And for us, it was very very important for us to learn it, especially in those years. And of course, also now, it may be even more important now to understand how it applies to our Rebbe, of course, because whatever applies to all, it goes on all the Rebbeim and all the Rashi B'nai Yisrael, and especially for our Rebbe. So it's important for us to understand that we weren't stam hacking around ourselves. The Rebbe's here, the Rebbe's with us, and we're keeping up this this thing because the whole vart of Yaakov Avinu Lo Mes is Mazar B'chaim, Mafu B'chaim.
Okay, they're welcome like to ask their own questions usually. That's to make you crazy a little bit. Anybody?
Favorite mitzvah.
Huh?
Favorite mitzvah.
What's your favorite mitzvah?
My favorite mitzvah. I saw this question, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how to answer it. It's an interesting kind of question. I mean, mitzvah d'Rabbanan, I would say Hanukkah is definitely up there. And otherwise, I mean, I enjoy all the Yom Tovim. So, I mean, Shavuos is not much of a necessity there.
What do you do to keep yourself? What's your favorite food?
What do you do to keep yourself busy?
When in Postville,
in Postville, how do you keep yourself busy in Postville?
I learned a lot. I read a lot of interesting svarim, actually.
What?
What?
Favorite color. Favorite food.
What's
your favorite food? What does he do these days?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
Pizza.
What do you do these days for a living? They want to know.
I'm a software developer.
In English,
A coder, as they call it nowadays.
Wait, is AI taking over your job?
is AI taking over your job?
Baruch Hashem, so far not. It's enhancing my job.
Making your job easier. You know, it's going to send me a summary of this whole interview. You know that.
Yes.
Zoom does that. It summarizes the whole thing. And
It's gewaldic.
what's the craziest thing you did in Postville?
The craziest thing, I actually drilled a screw right into my finger when I was working on the float for Lag BaOmer. And I had to go to Dr. Letterman to get it stitched up. And it was 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and his clinic literally just opened. And I walk in, I tell him, I show him my fingers, like, ooh, okay, that looks pretty bad. And he pulls out this huge knife. I don't know why he had it there from his thing. I say, we got to cut this. And my face turned white. And he's like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Is he still there?
He's still there. Yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
I won't have the whole techniques on the board. We'll ask them what they did. Okay, Yeshakir Godel, thank you very much.
No problem.
Grace, Yeshakir, it's been a pleasure.
All right.